Hey, this is Taylor with Truck World RVA. Today we're going to be taking a look at this 2015 Ram 5500. It's a four-wheel drive, a little over 164,000 miles. Has an IMT Dominator bed, a 7500 22 series crane, so 7,500 pound maximum lifting capacity, 22-foot two-stage hydraulic extension. Again, it's a Cummins diesel-powered truck, mated to the Aisin automatic transmission. Hydraulic outriggers, hydraulic compressor. It does have a set of drawers. This truck came to us off a fleet from the southeast. I think it was Carolina, possibly, is where this one came out of, but no rust anywhere inside the truck, underneath the truck. Pretty clean from a rust perspective overall. It does still have the factory paint on the bed. There's some areas of scratches and rock chips. I'll be sure to point them out. The goal of these videos is to show you everything about the truck as if you were here looking at it in person. So if there's anything you need more close-up pictures, videos, or information on, feel free to call or text anytime. 804-716-8487. Do have a lot of mud and clay baked up in here, but it's just bright red clay, no rust really to speak of, and obviously all the bin floors are nice and clean. So again, I'm going to take some time and go around the exterior of the truck. We'll go inside all the bins. I'm going to point out all the cosmetic imperfections I can find. You have a little crease here in the cab corner. It looks like this has been attempted at being repaired at one point. A little kind of paint put over that. Doesn't look too great. Factory running boards. Some more rock chips, mainly along the edge of the door here. And a small chip up here, a couple scratches here. In the second half of the video, we will do a full equipment demonstration. So we'll take a look at the crane, the compressor, how all the equipment operates, power locks, power windows, cruise controls, steering wheel controls, factory exhaust brake, again, four-wheel drive. A little bit of creasing in the center console there. The driver's seat back and bottom are clean and free of any rips or tears. The vinyl carpet, or vinyl flooring, I guess, as well, is free of any tears. Some scratches here along the bottom sill plate where you get in and out of the truck. Goodyear steer tires, they have plenty of tread on them. We did not replace them, but they look like they have plenty of life left in them. They look fairly new. You have a chip and a scratch here, a couple chips on the hood, another chip here in the fender. Little ding here in the front bumper. And a little spot here where it's been pushed in just a tad. This truck's been fully serviced. We did a ton of work to it. If you'd like a copy of what we've done, I'll have a full write-up on my website or anywhere you see this truck listed. I can also send over the parts and labor receipts for all the work that's been put into this truck. Anything we find on it, we address. The goal is for it to be turnkey, ready to go out and be put in service from day one. So if there's anything that needs attention, we go ahead and take care of it. We use all OEM parts. A couple dents here along the top of the cab. A couple more dents here. It's probably where the pulley block from the crane swung and hit. We use all OEM parts purchased through the dealer. And again, I can provide receipts for any repair work just done to the truck. A little bit of staining on the seat cushion. Again, the bed is an IMT Dominator bed. It has not been repainted. It does still have its factory paint intact. And it does have some rock chipping and whatnot kind of all along it. See the front edge of the bin, as is always the case, has caught some of the chips. Now some of this is just road debris and whatnot, but there are some chips along the front of the bin. Here you have your tall torch compartment, a little bit of paint deterioration here up at the seam. It's not cracked or anything, it's just where the paint has deteriorated off of it. You do also have a couple rock chips along the door edge, as well as some more speckled along the middle portion of the door. Again, all bin floors are solid, no rust in any of the bin floors. Besides just grease and dirt, it's clean from a rust perspective. You have 3 shelves on this left-hand side. Then you have your bottle racks over here for your torch bottles. This is your passenger 2 compartment here. 2 more sets of shelves. This bed, like all IMTs, does have the interior brackets, so you can very easily get more shelves or move the location of the shelves that are in it. Reorganize it any way that you see fit. A couple more chips here. Let's look inside the rear wheel well here. So you have Continental tires on the drives. Again, just some clay and dirt, but no rust on the undercarriage. A little rip in the wheel well liner, and then some small chips along the door here as well. One more chip right here, one more chip right here. This is your passenger wheel well compartment. It does not have any shelving. This would be a great compartment to add bolt bins into. If you would like a quote on shelving, bolt bins, extra sets of drawers, I have really good vendors I'm happy to connect you with. I can let you know adding on any of that type of thing, what the cost is, and we can get those put in, no problem. You have some more rock chips here along the back as well. And another spot of paint failure right here along that edge. This is your crane compartment, so you have your Reelcraft hose reel, factory wireless IMT remote, as well as your bed control module that controls all the lighting on the bed, as well as your outriggers. This just needs, looks like that's kind of how they have it in there. That's your air regulator. It is full hydraulic outrigger, so it's hydraulic extend as well as hydraulic up and down. Again, it's a 7,500 pound maximum lifting capacity, 2-stage hydraulic extension out to 22 feet. Now all the doors close, latch, and lock as they should. All the door seals are solid, the bins are watertight, and all the latches are keyed the same way. Super annoying when you have a couple latches that the latch assembly's been replaced and it's not keyed the same. So these all run off the same key, all of them individually latch. You have a nice workbench rear bumper, tow hitch receiver, and then you can see some deterioration in the bed liner just along the bumper here, and some paint damage just along the bumper, common area for the paint to be chipped and whatnot. The safe does not come with it, but it is a cool little safe in there. You have some exterior bed lighting, some more chips and whatnot along the rear of the bed. Coming around to the driver's side here, more chips and whatnot along the driver rear compartment. 2 more shelves in the driver rear compartment. Some more chips here along this wheel well. 1 big scratch here in the driver wheel well door. Another wide shelf in here. And then coming around to the 2 front driver compartments, you have a scratch here, some more scratches and chips there, some more rock chips there, and a scratch down there. So again, when you get up close, these things are super noticeable. Besides the scratches, the chips you don't see at all as you back away, but definitely worth pointing out. Again, my goal is to nitpick as much as possible and point out all the imperfections. So I just want reality and expectations to meet. If you're looking at a truck with me, I want you to know exactly what you're getting. So that's kind of the goal of these videos. You have 2 more sets of shelves inside this compartment. Then you have a full set of IMT drawers inside this compartment. The reason there's a little bit of condensation on some of these is because we just had the compartments cleaned. So again, the fins are watertight. Now I think I'm dealing with a little, some of the condensation's been left in here and it's frozen. So even though I'm kind of struggling with these, once you get them past the freeze, they do slide nicely. I just think some of the water that was kind of left in here to sit overnight and freeze is causing these things to hang up. But we'll get all that cleaned out. Obviously a little heat will help that. But again, one full set of drawers in that compartment. They do slide just fine. They're just a little frozen right now. This is a CAS 40P hydraulic compressor showing 1 hour. There's no way that's accurate. The compressor does work as it should. Let me go back to the bed control panel and see what the compressor hours show on it. Not that this is always accurate either. That's showing 1,169 on the compressor, 38 hours on the crane, and 2,282 on the chassis. I'll get in the truck and pull the actual engine hours off of it here, and we'll take it for a spin. So that about sums up the cosmetic portion of this demo video. Again, it's a 4-wheel drive, a little over 164,000 miles. I'm gonna get in and take it for a drive. We'll take a look at the engine and then we'll run all the equipment on it. I thought I had started recording when I pulled out and I just realized my camera wasn't on. So 164,037 on the miles. And then let me flip through here. 7943 idle, 4,009 drive, so about 12,000 total engine hours. Again, this truck's been fully serviced. Anything that needed addressed, we took care of. And if you'd like a list of all the stuff we've done to it, it'll be on my website. I can also send you parts and labor receipts for all the work that was just put into it. Drives pretty straight down the road, brakes feel good, shifts through the gears as it should. I'm gonna back it on up and we'll take a look at the engine. So before I run the crane, let's talk a little bit about the bed lighting. You have these two exterior rear floodlights. All the interior compartments as well have lighting inside of them. Coming around to the passenger side here. No front work lights, just the two on the rear, no side work lights either. But again, all the interior compartments do have lighting, so could probably benefit from a couple more lights. As an LED light strip, could benefit from a couple more lights on the sides, but you do have the two rear and all the compartments. PTO is now on, so with the parking brake engaged, you hit one of the upfitter switches for the PTO. Again, the outriggers are fully hydraulic, so it's hydraulic extension as well as hydraulic up and down. One more thing to note is we will replace these mud flaps. They're pretty tore up, so we will put new mud flaps on it. That's with the outriggers fully deployed. It's a factory wireless IMT remote. So you pull the E-stop out and then push TX on. I'm missing some of the magnets here. I do have more magnets that we'll replace them with. The speed's fully proportional, so as you can see, I can move it slow like that or full speed like that. Let the winch down, pretty quick winch. The nice thing about that open hook style is you can throw it up in the air and then let the winch down and it'll just come all the way down. Just unhooks off that open hook. Again, it's a 7,500 pound maximum lifting capacity, 2-stage hydraulic extension out to 22 feet. Most of what I'm doing here is full speed operation. You can see just how quick the crane will move. It does need a new crane line. That crane cable's kind of old and a little kinked in some places, so we'll go ahead and put a new crane cable on it. The inner boom is clean all the way down both sides. The boom all the way extended, you reach right to the front of the truck. So again, that trigger's super handy because this crane is very quick, and if you don't use the trigger, it can be a little jerky, but using the speed control, you can really ease it into whatever position you're trying to be. Again, you can see how that crane cable is just kind of kinked up. Like I said, we will replace that as soon as I'm done with this video. But for the purposes of the video, you can see how quickly the winch operates. Now the air compressor is also run off the remote. So if you hit that switch, the air compressor comes on. Turn the air compressor off. Turn the truck off as well from the remote. So once again, thanks for watching. It's a 2015 Ram 5500, 164,000, a little bit over. IMT 7522 crane, one set of drawers, hydraulic outrigger, hydraulic compressor. It will be getting a new winch line. It will be getting that air leak fixed at the compressor. A couple of the other things I noted on the video, but overall pretty solid truck. If you have any questions, call or text 804-716-8487. And I greatly appreciate you watching this video. It's a horn button on the remote. It's kind of goofy. With the shift on and the engine start, it'll start the truck. Without the shift, it's just the horn. Anyway, thanks again for watching.